we understand what it takes to stay ahead. Each single pixel embodies Absen's advanced manufacturing capabilities and relentless pursuit of excellence. With over 30,000 successful projects to date, Absen is making the world shine more brightly. A state-of-the-art manufacturing and testing facility ensures Absen's products are of the highest quality. Each product goes through 18 monitoring procedures, 29 operating procedures, and 33 recording procedures, as well as 2,285 tests and experiments. More than 1,000 employees are striving for product perfection, enabling Absen to set the standard for LED display industry. Since Absen was established, we have been unwaveringly fulfilling the core values of honesty, gratitude, and responsibility. We follow the rules of no lies, no fakes, and no bribes. We work with care and diligence, and we do not take our success for granted. Our customers' trust is our most valued asset. Quality lies at the heart of everything we do. Our people are our greatest source of strength, and we view our competitors as partners. By working together in partnership with honesty and integrity, our corporate philosophy is to maximize the value for our customers, to provide the best service for our customers and partners around the world. Absen has developed an international customer support network with 9 overseas subsidiaries and numerous offices across the globe. We listen to our customers and translate their needs into realistic and effective solutions. Furthermore, we look ahead to identify and predict customers' future needs so that we can develop new products and solutions for the future. Over the past 18 years, Absen has grown to become a truly global Chinese brand with a strong reputation for quality, innovation, and integrity. Over 1,000 employees from 13 different language backgrounds deliver the most innovative solutions and ensure our reputation is upheld. Absen LED displays shine in over 120 countries. We have and will always strive to make the world a brighter place. Everyone at Absen plays a vital role in our company's journey. We will succeed by staying true to our corporate values. If you aspire to achieve more, choose Absen as your partner. Your inspiration, our innovation.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends watching this live stream all over the world, hello and welcome to the Absen Spring Launch 2022 event, Insights into the Future. I'm your host, Jeremy. It's such a pleasure to have you here. We're very excited to show you our latest products and solutions. Now let's get started with a short video.
Insights into the future. LED displays have been emerging since the 1980s. As the R&D and manufacturing capabilities progressed, large-screen LED displays have become the preferred solution in all application scenes. From 2010 to 2015, outdoor LED displays and rental stages unfolded into a small pitch era. From 2016 to 2020, LED displays gradually replaced projectors and LCD displays, advancing into the trillion-worth ProAV market and becoming the main choice for commercial large-screen application. From 2021 to 2025, micro-mini LED products and technology will become fully developed for widespread use in high-end consumer market. In the future, the global LED display market will soon reach the $200 billion scale. How LED technology will develop? Which application scenes will come to boom? Absen Spring Event 2022. Insight into the future.
Well, I guess we all get excited about the future of the LED display market watching that opening video. Since the 1980s, LED display technologies have been evolving and improving. Markets keep growing, and the industry ecosystem is becoming more and more mature. Now LED displays are widely used in various applications for outdoor and indoor. When it enters the era of the micro-pitch, LED display technologies will be widely applied in high-end consumer markets. So here's a question. Where does it go in the future, and what are the coming opportunities? Well, now let's explore these questions further, together with Absen pioneers from all around the world to gain some insight into the future of LED display technologies. In the next hour and a half, our team will present to you the Absen Products and Technologies Roadmap, new product solutions for virtual productions and home theaters, development trends of the ProAV global market, channel product releases, the Absen Global Partner Recruitment Plan, and so much more. Well, let's jump into it. First up, I'd like to present Christian, the Marketing Director of Absen Germany, who will give us a comprehensive picture of Absen micro-pitch products and technologies.
Hello all together. Let me personally welcome you to our Absen Spring event. So my part is to introduce to you the LED technology development and the Absen product portfolio. So let us not waste time, just jump into my presentation. So what I'm speaking about, it's the new trends in LED display technology, it's the Absen technology portfolio, and it's also the Absen product portfolio. So the new trends in the display technology are very much guided by the different LEDs or the different coating and encapsulation which is nowadays available. But first of all, as you might see in the left-hand side already, it's driven by getting a small and smaller pixel pitch, as mini and micro LED display would guide you to this idea, hopefully. But so to be more precise, besides that we speak about the mini and micro LED technology as a different package of our LED, we jumped a little bit down the road from 2.0 or 2.5 millimeter pixel pitch to 1.8, 1.5 or even 1.2. Where the middle part, let's say 1.5, seems to be nowadays getting more and more mature, definitely, but also more and more the standard. So then we do speak about technologies like IMD, COB, and MIP. For those which may ask yourself, what is MIP? It's the micro LED in package. So this is the short for the MIP. And you can, or those technologies in LED make it possible that the LED industry by itself is looking into a bright future. So as you can see, in the next 3 years, we expect $12 billion being reached by time. So other trends or other technologies which are in the market, you can see on this slide. I've already spoken about SMD, IMD, COB, and the MIP. But what I would like you to pay attention for is that that from SMD and then jumping to IMD as an upgrade of SMD, the next step is indeed a bigger step. So IMD to COB is that we need to speak about a different production procedure. So at the first two ones you can see on the slide, we speak about the SMT production procedure, where for the other two ones, COB and micro LED, it's a surface coating, and it's a coating which is all over the PCB board. And that means instead of SMT, which with single LEDs being placed on the PCB, we do have a kind of complete SMD being placed onto the LED product finally. And that make the supply chain change, and that is a bigger step in the whole industry. What you can also see on left-hand side with this diagram is that for mini LED, but as well for micro LED, we get in a mixture of different technologies. So, for example, if you have a look at our CL series, so the clear cobalt, there you see that we combine flip chip, for example, with the COB. But at the same time, for those which not yet know, the flip chip, sorry, it's not exclusively for the COB. It's also coming up for an IMD, where later on I give you an indication for that as well. But then on right-hand side, you see that we speak about a lot of different technologies coming up, kind of competing against each other, but it's more kind of decision making that need to be done. So there we have the N-in-1, which, for example, means the 4-in-1 versus the COB. We have then, as an additional step, the MIP. We have the common anode technology versus the common cathode technology. We speak about passive matrix driving versus active matrix driving for the driver ICs. We speak about the flip chip coming up and having the lateral chip. This is the mature, already existing SMD and wire bonding technology getting kind of improved. Then we do have the PCB versus glass, which will come up, and all of this, as you can see in the graph as well, guide us to smaller and smaller pixel pitch. So what else are the technologies to speak about? So it's the technology platforms, which we roughly divide in 3 sections. So it's the hardware design platform for the smaller and ultra-fine pixel pitches. We speak about the control platform for 8K UHD displays. And we also speak about the integrated application technology platform. So an example for the hardware are the smaller and smaller getting chips. An example for the control platform you can see underneath is the video processing, as well as the control system combined with the software design and the integrated application. There it's kind of easy to speak about. There we speak about driver ICs, but not exclusively or only about that. It's also the electronic design of PCB boards, which then need to be adapted and work accordingly. So kind of summarizing those points, we speak about the big point of high precision. As we need high precision in transfer and packaging technology for small chip, which is critical for the mini and micro LED displays on productivity of that. High precision in detection and repair technology, which is critical for the yield. Then we speak about the fine drive and correction technology based on small current. Just remember, I've spoken about common cathode technology and flip chip, and both of them are the suitable technology to lower the power consumption and to have a lower, by the way, also lower heat dissipation, and where we can reach more efficiency and higher brightness. So next is the high integration for the driving technology, for the packaging of materials, and also for the controlling technology. So a quite good example for that is, again, the driver IC, and such as the 164 scan, which then provide up to 64 channels to make it high efficient and highly integrated, for example. Then we do have the high intelligence. So the image quality algorithm based on deep learning is kind of AI algorithm. Then the calibration algorithm based on multiple dimensional big data. And the interactive application based on user habits. The last one, for example, you can give you an imagination thinking about smart TV or smartphone, where we get guided by the user habits. To move on with the mini LED and micro LED, which I mentioned before, guide us to the bright future to make more business, is that we always add a new, let's say, feature, or we improve the display quality. So a high grayscale had been there with the conventional LED already, and I would add the high peak brightness, for example, to get a good HDR result. For the wide color gamut, which is needed for HDR, we can add also ultra-wide viewing angle, so that the audience and depending on application, we can also step a little bit to the side of the LED screen and still enjoy the good picture quality. High frame rate and high refresh rate is needed for virtual production, for example, which is a trend in the market actually. And this guides me also to the topic of Murray effect if we speak in camera applications. And we do have a technology for that as well. And let's call it surface treatment, but also the micro LED and the COB technology. Again, have a look at our clear cobalt, support us to get a lower Murray effect. The high white performance or uniformity need also to be added by the black uniformity. Again, our clear cobalt, you can have a look at, we use matte black surface, and this need to be measured, and there we also need to ensure that the black uniformity is as good as the white uniformity. So Absen technology portfolio. This is kind of summary of the technology which you have seen before. So there is for sure a reason that I've spoken about those technologies coming up. And I can give you the confidence that we work on all those topics. Otherwise, I wouldn't have mentioned them. But the most mature and the most interesting parts are still the micro LED and the HDR and the other developments like virtual production technology, where the topics just mentioned of Murray effect and high refresh rate and so on are not the only topics to be taken care of for the virtual production application specifically. So, and then also for the HDR, I mentioned that an algorithm is needed for, we work on within Absen to improve this algorithm as well to get a good performance in dark picture areas and at the same at bright picture areas. This is an overview of LEDs and LEDs which we already do have in our portfolio. So you can see on the left-hand side the mini LED in the COB 1.2, where we also have the mini LED or the micro LED in the COB. You can see above as a kind of forecast that we are planning for micro LED going to 0.5 millimeter pixel pitch as well. Then we do have bottom left side, you can see a 1010 top SMD, so mature SMD technology, but with a high brightness version. And then in the middle part, you can see the mini LED IMD section, where you see that we have a 4-in-1 IMD for 0.7 millimeter pixel pitch, and the FC means flip chip, so the already energy saving and higher brightness solution of LED technology. Then we also have the 4-in-1 1.2 millimeter with a flip chip IMD, and you can see heading to, let me make the example of the top right, heading into the future of 23 and 24 is the micro LED COB 0.5 version 2. Okay, let me continue. I already mentioned in between that we have the HDR technology and that we are hardly working on. And in the picture example, you can see that right-hand side HDR that we already improve, and as I said, still working on that. In the dark picture areas, we get more details, we get the scale, or in grayscale perspective, we get more steps in the grayscale by technologies like dithering, but also the algorithm being working on, but which I've already mentioned. Then virtual production, as I said, high refresh rate is not the only one and only topic to speak about. There we need to speak about white color gamut as well. High frame rate means the input need to be available for that. Then a low delay and gen lock, 16-bit, so true 16-bit. Let me add it in that way. HDR already mentioned, in improvement in Moire, and also very important topic is, and that is also an advantage of our CL series as an example, that the surface reflection get reduced, but we don't have it exclusively only for the CL. With its COB technology, we also have a solution for our VP products. So this guides me to speak about our Absen product portfolio. So what you can see, we have a very strict internal procedure to develop our products. So it's called IPD. So this process need to be followed. It have certain points where there is where we add the customer feedback as well, the customer demand, the market demand, and that should show you that we really pay attention for your needs, and also for sure pay attention that we get included at the right time the new technologies which I've just spoken about. We kind of make the segments of internally for our products into DOOH or OOH. So for the kind of outdoor fixed installation, we have the rental and staging market for its specific demand of frequent setting up and dismantle. We have the commercial displays for retail, for example, the data visualizations where control room is an example, and the conference with our Absen Icon product, for example, to make to bring LED also in meeting and conference rooms. Here is a huge and rich overview about all those segments. As you can see vertically, OOH with the A series. So the product to speak about for our fixed installation outdoor, AW series for the small pixel pitch solution for outdoor fixed. Then we do have the GS and the AS, partly only available in Asia Pacific market. We do have the C series, it's a mesh product, A99 as a sports perimeter. But what you need to pay attention for are the news, but I will soon come to those points specifically. It's the PR series in the rental and staging. It's the NX series in the commercial display, and also the KL2 series within the commercial display. And last but definitely not least, we also by today have different sections to speak about is the home theater TV. Okay, so I already spoken about DOOH. So as you can see, we do have a premium, mainstream, and let's call it value section of our products, and then we sort them a little bit by applications, but for sure they are not exclusively just for those applications. I already mentioned or made all the examples for DOOH, so let me move on. So for the commercial displays, we do have our Acclaim or A27 series in a Pro and Plus version. We then come to our new product, which is the NX series, where we have a dimension, for example, for 960 millimeter by 540 millimeter, or the smaller one, which you can see on the left-hand side, is a 240 millimeter by 540 millimeter. The KL2 as the next new product, we speak about, for example, dimension of the panel of 640 by 360 millimeter. But right-hand side, I will never forget to speak about them as well, as the N Plus series is really a hot-selling product in our retail market segment. And KL series, sorry, not the 2, that will come up, and the K Plus series are good alternatives for that as well. So next segment to speak about is the rental and staging. We do have within the premium, and this is kind of designed and made for virtual production. It's our Pixel Reality or PR series. This will come up new, but also for that segment of virtual reality, I will have a different talk with you within this Absen Spring event. Then we do have the Area series, the Mars and the Venus. The VP give you the indication which are available for virtual production or XR applications as well, where the Venus series is a good product for touring as it is quite big. Then we have our mainstream, the Polaris as a Pro and Plus version, the Jupiter as a mesh product within the rental and staging, where the Lyra or LR version, product series is also a mesh product. And because it happened several times, the JP series also has a 4.68 millimeter version, which isn't a mesh, which is do have a, let's say, closed surface. Then data visualization, we do have in the premium region, we have the CL, so the clear cobalt, which I mentioned several times, so there is a reason for it to speak about. And in this same segment, we will find soon our home theater TV, and then for the control room specifically designed is our high quality series in that section of control rooms, which is the new HC series. Then, last but not least, I speak about the conference product portfolio, where we do have the Absen Icon 4.0 and or upcoming 4.0, and there we will add new features in comparison to the mainstream Absen Icon 3.0, and then the value range of that is the KL Icon, and this is basically about our technology portfolio, and the same for the product portfolio. And please stay tuned for the other parts of our presentation, and don't hesitate to contact our sales teams, regional sales teams, to get more information.
Thanks, Christian, for your wonderful presentation and for showing us the roadmap of Absen products and technologies. Virtual productions with LED technologies are an emerging application that has attracted worldwide attention in recent years. An LED volume is a volumetric set with hundreds or even thousands of LED panels, which provides a fully immersive environment, realistic imagery, excellent visual effects, and that's just the beginning. The most amazing shots can be achieved for filmmaking and broadcasting. Absen has been contributing to this fast-growing vertical in a very innovative way and made some remarkable achievements. Let's welcome back Christian to show us the Absen products and solutions for virtual productions.
Let me now speak about the part of Absen virtual production LED solutions, or in other words, bring the world into your studio. So these are the topics which I try to cover during my presentation, but let us not waste time on the overview. Let us have a look into a video. So you have seen several showcases there, and I hope you got a little bit impressed and also got impression. And let me now move into the topic of virtual production in more detail, and to make an explanation of the technology and the topic of virtual production by itself. So virtual production, what is it for? So first of all, it's to kind of replace green screens in movie productions, as an example, so that you get an impression of the surrounding in real time and in real-time rendering, which is needed therefore. And the camera tracking is also an important part for that. So in the topography, you can see that there is a video source, a working station, and then we do provide the LED screen accordingly for, and the camera do film like now. I got filmed in this presentation, film the whole scene, including the background, and once the camera do move, the background need to move accordingly to let it appear realistically, because otherwise it wouldn't appear realistically. But so the keywords for that is the camera tracking and done real-time signal and content providing. So here you can see a little bit more in detail how virtual production works like, but it should also give you a kind of idea of the different layers and that need to be played with. So just imagine, so I'm in the foreground, then there might be a midground and then a background within the LED screen, and some elements onto the stage as well as a midground. So all those layers need to perfectly be aligned by the camera movement to again appear mainly realistic. That means that also the background would need to move together with the camera, and this need to be done then in real time. And that is what you can see basically in this slide, and that the camera tracking kind of give the right input for the for the graphic machines to do the rendering in live accordingly in the right position. So what are all the advantages within LED volumes for virtual production and extended reality depending on as well? So first of all is seeing the filming environment by the actors on the stage, by the moderator on the stage. And you can also imagine a TV studio might be still using a green screen for the weather forecast, and this is not anymore needed with such solution of an LED backdrop in extended reality in that case, but also if we think bigger for virtual production. So I can see what might be on the left and right and around me, and even on the top and bottom of me in the whole scene. So I can really interact in time more perfectly instead of just having a look on the preview monitor. And yeah, that is already the description that I can directly interact with the content and the whole scene. And the set transitions, if we think about the movie industry, from one place to the other, so from Paris to Rome to New York, is done within one click. So we don't need to travel there. We can immediately change the background and be in another city. And that means, yeah, the suitable technology to replace the green screen, where there are its specific challenges to get the good results. You can get good results, but the LED backdrop might make it easier for you. And then if we, for example, consider about an LED ceiling, we would have also reflection on every reflective surface of myself. Then I usually summarize it in what you see is what you get. So I think nothing else needs to be explained by that, except that this last point is quite important and interesting, that you can get a big, or the impression of a big world, of a big studio, just by a small local space. And this can be done by virtual production, but can be even better done, give you the imagination or impression of a bigger stage by extended reality. But this will be described a little bit in detail later on. So what are the typical applications for that? So first of all, LED volume, or you might also say virtual production. It's first of all the purpose and it's the reason for and where it makes sense to work with for live action shooting in front of an LED wall instead of a green screen. I just explained all those before. So means the movie industry, filmmaking, TV drama, immersive advertisement, and so on can be done in such volume, and it makes sense to do them in such volume. Then we do have the extended reality, where you can kind of add to the stage where you're standing on, where you can add the same content outside, even that there is not an LED screen. But you will see a small example in one of the pictures in the next slides. So those applications are interesting for corporate event, webinar, product launch, keynote, and TV studios are already using that technology, as I said, to have a small stage which appear like a big studio. And one of those examples is on the right-hand side, where you can imagine, or where I would like to guide you, even that it was not designed for that. This is a picture of ISE this year, where you can see, or imagine, sorry, that on the right and left side, where you can see the background, by extended reality technology, you would be able to add even more of the content and add content and later on a play out where it would appear that LED do continue on left and right hand side as well. So LED volumes, as you can see on the left-hand side for advertisement. So you see a car in there. You can let the car kind of drive wherever you want with the background accordingly. So those are also by fact usually quite bigger than those for the XR applications. So next is that I really like to summarize this application in LED on camera. So it's not indeed a new topic for us and not a new topic for the LED industry, as already LED backdrops have been existing in TV studios and at several places also, if you consider about events with camera in front, doing later on movie of a concert, whatever. So that already have been applications with LED on camera. But the challenge for virtual production and extended reality is slightly higher than for those applications. So first of all, we have the in-camera visual effects, and that means the LED screen need really to act accordingly to the intention. But yeah, that's quite general explanation. Let me go in the next slide after this in more detail. So here I just want to make an example of the quite complex setup of an extended or virtual production or LED volume. So you have, as I mentioned, a camera with the camera tracking. So it's at the moment in front of me. And then you would need the connection, and you see this guided by the Genlock to the control service, to the live render machines. And those give the play out, then finally also Genlocked for sure, as we need to keep the whole chain to the LED processor, then which give on our Absen LED screen the picture, and then on the preview for the director, for example, he can see the composition of the whole scene, and also, as I mentioned in between, the actor can already get an idea by interacting with the background. So what are the three main purposes for a virtual production or for the LED volume? So first of all, or not first of all, one point is lighting. So if you consider about LED ceiling, you can use this LED ceiling for lighting up the whole scene as well, but as well you can use it for the reflection. Where then we come to the background. I think that is the most important part. That is why I revised to speak about first of all. So the background do have the content on where the actor or the moderator need to interact with. And then it's the interaction again where the LED display is used as a display and as a feedback immediately and direct feedback for the moderator and actor. So not any LED screen is really suitable for that. So as I mentioned before, we are familiar with the LED on camera topic, but we do have special demands here. And I would now like to come to those. But first of all, I would like to explain to you the products which are suitable for that in our product range. So for the backdrop, we are prepared and suggest to use our Aries series, our AX, with a 1.5 or 1.2 millimeter pixel pitch. But you can also use our Polaris series with a 500 millimeter dimension in a 1.9 and 2.5 millimeter pixel pitch. And then you see coming soon, and if you already joined the event from the beginning, I've already spoken about our new Pixel Reality series, which is the PR, which will come up in a 1.5 and 2.5. And then it guides me automatically to the LED ceiling, which I described. It's then for the new platform available in a 5.2 millimeter pixel pitch. And we still also do have in our portfolio, with the Brompton processing and so on, our JP 4.68, which is our lightweight product for the ceiling, but can also be used for reflector and surrounding everything which may give you reflection or where reflection might be needed as well. And then we do have our LED floor with a 4.8 millimeter pixel pitch with a matte surface, and we will come up with a 2.5 millimeter quite soon as well. So our Pixel Reality PR series is born for the virtual production, and this describe it perfectly. So it's really born for that and designed for that. So it's a brand new design platform which you now are the audience which know about and which had been first to hear about. So as I said, the applications by itself need a specific technical or do have a specific technical demand which we followed by this new product series. So first of all, and don't get me wrong, it's not just by this new product series. All the suggestions I made before with our so-called VP versions of the products, we have those technical improvements already in. So it means high contrast ratio and anti-reflection treatment of the surface, because this is an important point for virtual production, that LED screen doesn't reflect to the camera. Then it's the color gamut. So we covered 97 to 100% of DCI P3 color gamut, and a quite big range of BT 2020 were needed as well, as you can see or as it is needed, and as you can see in the color triangle, that BT 2020 is kind of the biggest range and definitely not at the moment available to catch 100% by existing technology. Then again, if you followed the presentation by the beginning of today, I've already spoken about our improvement we are working on in the algorithm to improve HDR in its way it exists at the moment, so to get the benefits of or to improve the quality of dark picture areas as well for the bright picture areas. Then we offer for the new product range as well as for the existing ones variable curve design, and we do offer up to 7.5 degree or 10 degree depending on the product, but here one hint for you. So the bigger the curve, the more the risk of different color reproduction due to viewing angle that need to be handled carefully, but this is affected by technology, so just a hint for you. Then to reduce flicker in the camera, we would need 7680 Hertz, for example, so a high refreshing of the LED screen to avoid that, for example, we would get dark lines like on the right side seen. Then the higher brightness within the wide viewing angle. This is kind of the combination I've already spoken about, and which some of you already know from me, been mentioned several times. So the high brightness to achieve HDR finally. Then the high frame rate, don't get it wrong, I don't speak about refresh rate, it's the high frame rate which need to be achieved. So we speak about the input part of the LED, where then we need to offer 250 Hertz as well, or where does it come from? It's that you need to imagine, or for those which not yet worked in the virtual production and XR environment, you might need to have more than one signal on the LED screen. There are benefits if you change the shutter angle of the camera that you capture different kind of background at the same time where the actor is in the same scene still. So, and therefore you need such high frame rate, but as well you need the high refresh rate for that as well. And what we took care with our PR series is that the frame is adapted to that application. So it's not purely rental, but it's also designed for fast and easy setup and dismantle, but let's say with a lower frequent than for rental products. And therefore we have been able to change the mechanics and to make it most suitable for virtual production as an example. What we also took care is that we have a better heat dissipation, and as you can see as an example for such volume, you have a kind of closed environment, a closed room, and you would really need to take care about the heat dissipation in such kind of application. And we considered about that, and accordingly our new product series is designed or respect that in the design as well. So let me sum up this shortly again. So I mentioned the AX Pro series. So as you see by the VP, it's ready for virtual production. As you can see, for example, by the refresh rate with 7,680 Hertz, or you can see by the high brightness. And give you again the indication. So the top one, the AX 1.2 in this column, you see it do have 1,500 nit. For those which are already familiar with LED, 1.2 millimeter with 1,500 nit is not a standard. So we achieve that, as you can see by the LED type, with common cathode and flip chip technology. And there I come to the technical terms. So as you might also seen, we use an IMD for the AX series. It's the 4-in-1. It gives us the advantage that we have we have a bigger device than if we would use a 1010 SMD, which make it again by the bigger size of device more stable. And we can also even do it, have a slimmer package. And those are all the advantages, including, and if you would have the opportunity to see, I usually carry it with me, to see the black performance of an IMD in comparison to an SMD, there is a huge improvement. So the IMD also brings the ultra black perf surface with it. The flip chip technology is the one I already mentioned, and I like to mention, is saving the energy and getting down with the power consumption. And it also do have its advantage due to less wire bonding to be more stable, and less wire bonding, there's no wire bonding, more stable, and also a better heat dissipation, as you might be able to imagine. The AX series or Area series is designed in a 16:9 aspect ratio panel, so by 27.5 inch diagonal, so that you can get native HD resolutions and 4K resolutions without too much or not enough pixel in the width and height of a screen. And the common cathode, I also already mentioned that this is a tool and a technology to go down with the power consumption, and at the same time, the same than the flip chip technology, to get higher brightness for the chip. So this end up in the explanation that I mentioned, the AX 1.2 Pro do have 1,500 nit. Then we do have our mature PL series in a VP version with 1.9 millimeter and 2.5 millimeter pixel pitch, as you see, also with 7,680 Hertz refresh rate. and all of them with a as low scan rate as possible, as the scan rate can't be driven down in however you would wish like, because there is a limitation for the technology and also a limitation if you, like us, take care about the heat dissipation at the same time, for example. So this is kind of summary. So it's a perfect in-camera performance with the wide color gamut and the high brightness and so on. It's HDR capable, fast and flexible installation and also curved installation with all the features needed for VP. Then we have also, last but not least, the MR and the Mars, called Mars series for the LED floor. As I said, already existing the 4.8 millimeter, which in most cases is good enough, but we will come up with a 2.5 as well. All, by the way, the products which I mentioned and I not yet mentioned till now, with a control system of Brompton, which had been moving forward as one of the first, getting in all the functions necessary for virtual production. So, as I mentioned already at the beginning, the reflection of the LED surface is definitely that what isn't allowed kind of in virtual production. So therefore our LED floor, the MR series, do have a deep black and non-reflective surface as well. And as it is used for an LED floor, it also is water resistance. And for sure, it also needs to have a high load capacity. We achieve that, including a safety factor, so that you are ready to make an LED floor. And as it is quite slim, the ramp is quite small, and the slope is quite small for the ramp. So this is why we took care to make it as slim as possible. And what we also add is a subframe for our product, so which goes up to 1 meter by 1 meter frame to get installed in advance on a floor, and then you put on our MR series. Then for the ceiling, we do have the JP series. But don't forget, it's not mentioned here, that for the ceiling we will come up with our PR series 5.2 as well. But here is mentioned the already existing JP 4.68, which is a lightweight product. It comes with a 1.8 scan rate, also with Brompton, so suitable for virtual production ceiling, and as I mentioned, also in between for reflections wherever needed. So you see the JP, even that it at the beginning was designed to be a mesh product, to have a solid surface, so and brings quite high brightness, so that you should be satisfied by this solution. I would be able to speak much more about our new product and about virtual production topic, but now time is gone for this topic. And if you have more questions, don't hesitate to ask us, to contact our local sales team. And for the moment, I thank you, but please stay tuned.
Thank you again, Christian. Besides the virtual production market, LED displays are also entering the consumer markets thanks to its unique advantages like ultra high definition, wide color gamut, and high reliability. Watching film and television content with LED displays at home has become the popular trend. We can see LED displays will be widely applied in consumer markets like home theaters as more LED features are developed. Well, now let's welcome back Christian to introduce the Absen LED solutions for home theaters.
Let me now come to the topic of Absen home theater solution. So I think for majority of you and which know me, it's really the first time that I touch the LED business and speaking about LED business with consumer and thinking about home applications. But what guided me to that is the technology. So I started today's event speaking about the technology, and this gives us, as I mentioned also at the beginning of today, new opportunities and open new market and give us hopefully more business within the next years. So let me speak about more in detail about the product and not a specific product. Let me call it a bit more about forecast. So it's the Absen 4K UHD home theater TV. We expect to use the micro LED technology, or we are going to use. It's not only expect, but as I said, it's not yet totally finished product, so it's the forecast to that. I want to just make it second time clear. For the micro LED technology, we do have the advantage, which I also mentioned in between for another product series, which is already in our product portfolio and which is the CL, the Clear Cobalt series. We do have a black coating technology and a non-reflective surface for that solution, for that technology. And this is also what everyone, let's say, at home is looking for, what consumers are looking for, and what are, depending on application, is a huge advantage. Then we also need high brightness for high ambient rooms and or with high ambient light rooms, together with HDR, so still get, even in those circumstances, the high brightness of a signal, of an HDR provided signal. And then again, also here, the white color gamut is preferred to get, and we catch it by more than 90% of BT 2020. Again, just a small reminder, 100% can't be really achieved by today's LED technology. So the black coating is an advantage for the reflection, as I mentioned in another topic of virtual production, and what we took care about, and that is the important part and the big challenge for us as a manufacturer, is the black screen uniformity, as you see on the bottom right of this slide, that you can quite easily get a black screen modular effect if you don't take care about the right black level for each of the modules, and if you don't take care about the same level of reflection, so the matte surface. So for those which are familiar with painting, for example, a matte surface is really a challenge to get equal done at every place. Then it got me back to the HDR core algorithm to improve together with the LED technology, or dedicated to the LED technology, that we can get the advantages of the HDR technology, the good performance and details in dark black as well, and at the same time the high brightness output for sunlight, for example, in our pictures. And the technology which I just described guide me also to quite good contrast ratio of 20,000 by 1. The white color gamut was already mentioned, but here again to show you the differences in a picture with more powerful colors, still natural colors. If it is recorded in HDR and BT 2020, and the chart should show you that we are quite close to BT 2020, I want to say, wanted to say. So what we can realize by that are huge 4K micro LED TVs with big sizes like 110, 138 and 165 inch, and a 4K resolution as mentioned in the topic, and what you can see in the 4 different pictures of a screen, that we have a different color option for the bottom edge and for the frame around or underneath. So what makes a home theater solution complete? It's not only our LED screen. So together with our LED screen, we would like to provide a technical sound system as well, or theoretical sound system as well. So don't get afraid, let's say. We don't manufacture suddenly speakers by ourselves. It's indeed that we get in cooperation and with an expert in that kind of field of technology, and that we provide a solution, as I said at the beginning. So we will have the modular design, so that you can get bigger and smaller screens on your demand. We will provide you with a mobile stand and a wall mounting, so however you prefer to install your TV in different applications. So the multiple scenes within the software of such TV are the same than you are maybe used for the TV. So we have a cinema mode, sports mode, ambient mode, game mode, which you can customize by yourself, so that depending on movie and on the content you are going to show and on the TV show you are going to show, you get the best picture performance, as I said, as you are used for your TV. An interesting feature is that we do have a quad, so means 4 TV decoder inside. That means you can see 4 TV programs at the same time, but it's not only TV 4 times. You can also get 4 times HDMI in and mix them up with the TV. So however you like to use each quarter or even individually as a TV or HDMI in. So this is what I wanted to show to you, that again I've spoken about at the beginning about the solution. That means not only the LED screen which we are going to manufacture and to provide. For sure we also take care that you should have the right lighting, the interfaces are right. This is our core knowledge to go for the right inputs and interfaces as well. Then for the right media player, and as I said, the right speakers and the right immersive sound system, and the remote control as a last but not least feature and function of a TV, as we are, for example, already used to that with our Absen icon, which is designed for corporate environment. So what are the applications then? Therefore, it's quite easy to imagine. So such like luxury living room, reception hall, if we again move a little bit more for TV applications in corporate environment. For the private cinema is a nice example here on picture. And also, and that's the last point I want to speak about, for home TV, and that means we are going to enter the consumer market somehow, as well as technology is moving forward, and we do have the technology in place. So don't hesitate to contact our sales team, our regional partners, and don't hesitate to contact us on all our channels. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Christian, once again for the great presentation. LED displays are comprehensively penetrating the $1 trillion ProAV market and have become the mainstream choice for commercial displays, especially the larger screens. And still, an even brighter future awaits us. I'd like to introduce Ken Kalish, Key Accounts Director for Absen Inc. Ken will share his application analysis of LED displays in ProAV and his insights for the market trends, as well as introduce 2 very competitive products for our value-added partners. Let's welcome Ken.
Hello, my name is Ken Kalish, Sales Director, Key Accounts, Absen US. I'm thrilled to talk to you today about the developing trends in the ProAV industry, as well as announce some of our new products, such as our NX series and our KL Series 2 displays. Today, we will review the global ProAV market, this LED display market data, LED display application, and Absen's new product launch. The global ProAV data. As shown in this chart developed by Avixa, the global ProAV market declined by 17% in 2020. However, growth in 2021 will be 8.4%, returning to our 2019 levels by 2022. With a 5-year compound annual growth rate of 7.2%, by 2026, the AV market will reach $329 billion. 2021 statistics show the global ProAV market at $239 billion. In terms of global share, Europe's share is 22%, North America 32%, and Asia 37%. In terms of dollars, Europe represents $51 billion, North America 73 billion, and Asia 86 billion. The LED market data. According to TrendForce 2022 Global LED Video Wall Market Outlook and Price Cost Analysis, as the COVID-19 outbreak is slowing down, the global LED video wall market has witnessed strong demand returns between the second and third quarter of 2021. Markets that were severely affected by the 2020 pandemic have been particularly robust in 2021, including commercial, rental, sports venues, corporations, education, and the outdoor market. The LED video wall market scale has reached approximately $7.8 billion in 2021 and will likely jump to $14.1 billion in 2025. With the steady growth in LED fine-pitch display market in 2020, the market scale for LED fine-pitch displays slightly increased to $3.1 billion in 2021. As the application of LED fine-pitch displays consistently extends and the shipment of pixel pitches of 1 millimeter and less ultra-fine pitch display increases year by year, the compound annual growth rate for the LED fine pitch display is expected to be 27% during 2020 to 2025. In Chinese markets, the LED display manufacturers have also expanded markets via distribution channels, in addition to project tenders in recent years, bringing a marked decrease in Chinese terminal market prices. For overseas markets, major application markets with high growth contain entertainment, music performances, include cinema, home theater, and the next includes company meeting rooms, retail, and exhibition spaces. Besides, as the emerging markets include Middle East, Africa, and Latin America also enjoy growth. In 2019, the global output value of the LED displays reached $7.1 billion, a year-on-year increase of 11%. The output value of fine-pitch LED displays for pixel pitches of 2.5 and less reached $2.7 billion on a year-on-year increase of 37%. The main force in small pitch LED display is professional displays and commercial displays, which together account for 90%. LED display applications in ProAV industry. If defined by display size, concerning meeting rooms and lecture hall, products smaller than 80-inch is mainly LCD displays. Currently, the smallest bezel could be 1 millimeter. With meeting systems, LED display can also capture medium and small size meeting markets. Products larger than 80-inch is mainly projectors, with the largest market share of around 45%. In the future, projectors will use laser source to achieve brightness of 7,000 to 10,000 lumens with 4K resolutions. Well-known projector manufacturers like Dell and Coronadix are the main suppliers of the projectors, a price between US dollars of $3,500 to $5,000. By virtue of high resolution, high contrast ratio, wide viewing angles, and high brightness, LED fine pitch display is an advantage in the corporate meeting arena. Driven by the development of commercial 5G and policies, as well as demand for high definition displays following consumption upgrades, LED display will be considered promising in the commercial display field. In recent years, China manufacturers actively rolled out standard products for meeting rooms containing over 30 people. These products support 2K and 4K displays, and pixel pitches focus on 0.12 to 0.19. As LED display is more competitive in large-size markets, projectors over 110 inch will gradually be replaced by the LED display. The continuous growth of macroeconomy will boost the development of shopping malls and high-end retail stores. In addition, in the past 2 years, the US and Chinese markets' demand for retail has kept rising. LED displays will gradually enter this market with eye-catching displays that can attract customers to enter the stores. Interactive innovation display, in combination with smart application displays in retail stores, can intelligently detect a customer's gender and age, providing an introduction of related products and effectively helping the customer find products with less time in order to enhance their shopping experience. In addition, transparent LED displays are also a popular trend in the retail application. So far, among retail applications, LCD has accounted for the main advantage and markets, which has a share of 68%. The market share of LED fine pitch has reached 31%. In the future, with the gradual decrease of price, its market share is expected to increase. In terms of the main light source used in the control room market, besides DLP and LCD in the past, and due to considerable demands for high resolution, the demand for LED fine pitch display has increased. The control room focuses on non-interruptible for multiple screens. Thus, LED fine pitch display needs LED products with high driving ICs with reliability to meet the demand of this application. Although the resolution for LCD panel is quite high, the bezel problem still can't be solved. The current minimum bezel can reach 1 millimeter. In addition, LCDs can't operate for a long period of time. Besides shadowing problems, product damage can also be caused. LED displays have considerable advantages compared to the traditional LCD and DLP. Self-emissive technology is used with high brightness and high refresh rate. Currently, the pixel pitch of LED displays used in the broadcast market is mainly concentrated in the 1.2 to 1.8 pixel pitch. With the continuous upgrade of LED fine pitch technology and various display advantages, most television broadcasters around the world are expected to actively adopt LED display in the future. So far, LED fine pitch display has occupied an absolute advantage and market in the broadcast applications with a market share of 92%. In the future, the market share will be expanded, replacing the traditional LCD and DLP technology. Now we will switch gears and talk about Absen's new products. We will begin with the NX series. As a symbol of infinite possibilities, letter X becomes the exterior design element of the panel, and the X's will form a honeycomb, an Absen brand element. The unique design conveys Absen's confidence in its display expertise and product quality. Do it again. The panel is ultra thin and lightweight, 16:9 ratio for ideal vision. The cabinet measures 960 millimeters by 540 millimeters with a depth of 43 millimeters, and the diagonal is 43 inches. The product features a variety of pixel pitches to provide customers with more high-definition choices. Pixel pitch options are 3.7, 2.5, 1.8, and 1.5. Based on clarity of vision, a person with 20/20 vision at a distance of 11.1 meters from display would use the NX 3.7 pixel pitch. At a viewing distance of 7.5 meters, we would use the NX 2.5 pixel pitch. And at the viewing distance of 5.4 meters, the NX 1.8 would be the right choice. And finally, at 4.5 meters, the NX 5. Dual brightness configurations with brightness up to 1000 nits for normal brightness and up to 1500 nits for high brightness. The normal brightness version is only available on the NX 1.5. Absen's 5th generation pixel-by-pixel calibration technology eliminates the difference in brightness and chromaticity between the panels, improving the uniformity of the displays and reproduces flawless images. This technology provides a cleaner and clearer looking image, showing consistency of color and brightness. Absen's professional color management technology makes the colors of the NX series more textured and natural. HDR provides a wide color gamut, improving the image quality in terms of contrast, grayscale for a more immersive experience. The 7600:1 contrast ratio improves brightness of shade for the whites to the darkest of blacks. With 16-bit processing, it utilizes the wider gamut color range spectrum, producing richer colors. The NX series supports high grayscale display at low brightness, and details can be revealed even in the low brightness conditions. This is noticed comparing these two images. With the NX series, it clearly shows the details of the branches and twigs at the bottom of the lake. These panels have TÜV Rheinland certifications for both low blue light and EMC Class B for a cozy and safe viewing experience. NX series can automatically turn on and off the dynamic energy saving mode to achieve different energy saving effects in standby and working states. In standby state, the power is reduced 40%. When working, a reduction of 20% energy, and the screen surface temperature is reduced by 5%. The NX series provides optional dual backup versions to ensure continuous transmission of signal and power supply. Special 45-degree edge cutting of the small panels provides room for creativity. The small panel dimensions are 240 millimeters by 540 millimeters. This system supports concave and convex splicing to meet the various needs of different customers. When the smaller panels are used in combination with the larger panels, you can create a curved wall and artistic wavy wall displays. The small panels can make right angles to create stunning and seamless L shapes. With high precision floating connectors, positioning copper columns, and the XYZ axis alignment, flatness is improved multi-dimensionally. NX series adopts a hidden wiring design for a neat look in the back. Ergonomic handles and anti-collision design for safe, fast, and easy installation. These anti-slip handles work well for the installation team while carrying the cabinets from the staging area to the display, and the anti-collision design ensures the modules are safely protected. Standard wall mounting solution with a thickness of less than 80 millimeters. It's space-saving and beautifully designed. The NX series supports a hanging bar installation as well as ground stack solutions to fit all installation applications. We have the ultra-thin metal spray trim piece solution for enhanced look, ensuring a professional and finished looking display. NX series supports full front maintenance. It requires no special maintenance channel for saving of space. The modules, power supply, receiving card, and hub board are all serviced from the front with our maintenance tool. Innovative rotary clamshell back cover for easy rear maintenance of the modules and power supply, as well as the receiving card. Now we will take a look at the KL Series 2. The exterior design was inspired by erupting effusive rock with the diamond-shaped surface representing the majestic lava flow. A touch of Absen orange represents lava brushing forth from gathering energy. The design idea shows Absen's sincerity in sticking to quality. Adopting the closed design, the panel contains a high-quality power supply, receiving card, and other components, all delivered in the form of a ready-to-use panel. The cabinet is constructed of fine die-casted aluminum with strong magnets to hold the modules in place. Based on ergonomic research, the panel adopts the golden ratio of 16:9 to enhance viewing comfort. It is also more suitable for playing mainstream videos. Pixel pitch options are 1.2, 1.5, 1.8, and 2.5 millimeters. The number of panels squared can be spliced into a 16:9 screen to quickly achieve a 2K, 4K, and even an 8K display, making it especially suitable for use in places such as studios, command centers, and conference rooms. The grayscale performance is increased by 4 times, making the grayscale changes more natural. Even under low light, it can perfectly display details, even in the darkest parts of the picture. With the fine grayscale qualities of the KL2, on the left you will notice the details without the washed out look with low grayscale qualities of the other. Intelligent adjustment is made through color precision management technology to match the color gamut range of the display with the source image. With proper color management, there's no color deviation. Skin tones match the original image, and the blues and the browns in the shirt are the same, as well as the hair and the colored fingernails. The KL2 supports HFR, high frame rate. It smoothly displays high speed, quick changing content, and enhances the visual fluency, making it especially suitable for playing high-speed and motion pictures and 3D pictures. This is particularly important in live sports. The 120 Hz frame rate ensures smooth and blurry-free action shots. The brightness can reach up to 800 nits, which greatly reduces the influence of ambient light on the display effect. The refresh rate is as high as 3840, and there is no scan line when taking pictures. This slide illustrates the high scan refresh rate of the LED screen at 3840. The LED screen is refreshing the image 3,840 times per second. With a slow scan refresh rate, you would see the scan lines in the image. This product supports dual receiving cards and dual power supplies to ensure uninterrupted power and signal. This function is especially needed in control rooms and studios. Absen's new innovative floating connectors realizes cable-free connection between the module and the panel, making installation and maintenance more convenient and effective. The KL2 series supports hanging, wall mount, and stacking installation. Hidden wiring design is adopted to make the installation more tidy. It supports 6-directional alignment to improve flatness of the screen. Standard hanging bars and backing strip accessories are available. The ultra-thin trim piece solution enhances the aesthetic look of the display. Maintenance of the modules, receiving card, and power supply unit are all from the front. The NX series is manufactured in Absen's own factory through a standardized production process and has obtained multiple certifications for use. Whether it is the cost-effective KL2 series or the flexible NX series, it can be applied in many different applications for your use. This slide shows a few examples. You can always contact our sales team to get the best product solution for your needs. Absen has built a global network able to provide prompt and professional local services. Absen products are backed by our standard 2-year warranty with options for extension. Plus, our professional service team is always available to solve any problems you may have. There's multiple ways for our service support: by phone, hotline, WeChat, WhatsApp, or email. Our one-stop service includes pre-sale, sales, and after-sales support. Global support coverage is available 24/7, 365 days per year. This map is Absen's global service network. You can see we have over 400 service partners around the world, and we are continuously expanding to provide our customers with timely and efficient localized services. Thank you.
Thanks for the presentation, Ken. As the leading global LED products and services provider, Absen has been establishing solid partnerships with great companies and customers all around the world based on mutual trust and mutual growth since its establishment in 2001. Especially in this trillion-dollar global LED display market, Absen is very excited to be working with even more partners who have the same values and wish to grow together. Next, let's welcome Emma, the General Manager of Overseas Sales, to introduce Absen's Global Partner Recruitment Plan.
Hello everyone, I'm Emma Liu, General Manager of Absen Overseas Sales System. It's a great pleasure to meet all of you here. During the previous parts, different experts explained the technology development in LED industry and made our new product launch. Hope you enjoy their speech and sharing. By the end of Absen's spring event, I would like to take this opportunity to present the Absen channel recruitment project, which is ongoing globally. As the research and development capabilities progressed and the product price going down, LED displays started to replace projectors and LCD displays in many applications. From 2021 to 2025, micro and mini LED products and technology will become fully developed for widespread use in high-end consumer markets like home theater, etc. From product perspective, pixel pitch is going smaller and smaller, and standardized LED panel as 27 inches starting to appear. The pandemic has accelerated the LED application in ProAV markets, especially in retail and corporate industry. All-in-one design is used widely for meeting rooms. Product demand is becoming solution-oriented instead of just hardware. From channel perspective, a more complete channel network has largely expanded during the decades. Distributors play an important role nowadays. Here is Absen's standard channel structure in ProAV markets. As a manufacturer, we sell products and service to value-added distributor. They make stock, offer sales, logistical, technical, and financial support to system integrators and contractors. We sell product and service as well to value-added partners. They focus on specific industry segments and offer turnkey solutions to end users. In the past years, we built up already very good channel foundation globally, including Midwich Group, TD Maverick, Armo, Ingram, etc. We trust each other and empower each other. At present, we are looking for more value-added distributors and more value-added partners. There are many reasons for you to connect with Absen. Firstly, we have clear and transparent channel policy, and we stick to our rules. We seek to build up long-term relationship with partners instead of short-term business model. You will experience a healthy and effective cooperation environment with us. Secondly, there is a clear price policy for partners in different layers, and there is also various support for rebate, marketing, and product demonstration. Thirdly, 20 years manufacturing experience, strict quality control, more than 5,000 Absen own professional engineers, and more than 2,600 Absen certified engineers can offer you a guaranteed quality and service. Fourthly, with the global channel strategy and global expert support, we proceed actions locally. Local office, local employee, local training, and local service will deliver the partners a timely support during the whole cooperation process. We are expanding our channel network, and we are keen to meet more partners to make the world shine more together. Let's join hands and connect to the future.
Thanks for the info, Emma. Anyone who is interested or has questions about our global partner recruitment plan, please reach out to us. We're more than happy to have you join our Absen family. Well, I guess we're getting close to the end. I hope all of you have enjoyed our time together and gained some valuable information about the cutting-edge LED technologies and products from Absen, as well as some of the major new market trends in the industry. In the future, Absen will continuously make efforts to develop leading technologies and products, focus on customers' needs, and help our partners succeed. A win-win success is what we aim for every time. Thank you all for attending the Absen Spring Launch 2022 event, Insight into the Future, and thank you for your continuous support of Absen. I look forward to seeing each of you at the next launch event this September. From Christian, Ken, Emma, myself, and all of us here at Absen, we wish you all the best, and thank you for watching.